A quick video on cakes. So I'm making fruit cakes today, and I want to try putting in the dehydrated oranges again. So I reckon per cake mixture, 3 egg. So it's a 3 egg cake mixture. I'll put the recipe in the description. I reckon 1 orange worth of dehydrated oranges. So that's about 1 orange that I've dehydrated down, and I reckon that's about the kind of right ratio of orange, because too much just turns the cake really dry. So I think I want to be able to use it, but not put too much in, so it doesn't go too dry. So we've got a pound and a half worth of mixed fruit. I have got a spatula somewhere, but I'll need something. I'll need a spoon to mix it. So, oh yeah, I'm using some candied cherries that I made, and I'm using the candied melon skin that I made as well. I'm going to use a wooden spoon to mix it, because metal spoons bend these days and wooden spoons don't bend, so it's just easy to mix. And then we'll use the spatula to get it out of there. Yeah, I need to stop doing the as much. Right, just need to remember that. Right, so crunch these up. They are delicious. It's like eating little sweeties. So, but we just want them. We could probably get away with. No, it's an experiment. If we think we can add more, we can always add more next time. About that much, and then give it a mix. I'm not bothered about dusting the fruit in flour so it doesn't sink to the bottom of the cake. I quite like when the fruit drops down to the bottom of the cake, and then you have like a layer of rich fruit at the bottom, and then cake with a little bit of fruit in at the top. So it's kind of like I like to eat the fruit cake with cheese, and the bottom bit that's absolutely saturated with all the fruit and all the juice and goodness goes really well with the blue cheese that I eat with it. So, and then the top bit of cake, it's just like it's like a two-tone cake. I don't know, I suppose it kind of goes against how you should have your cake, but just because we do something in a certain way doesn't mean it's the best way ever, and we should change our ideas now and again. So that into that like that, and then into an oven at 140, 150 degrees C for about 3 hours. So yeah, so you can see like the wooden spoon doesn't want to bend, but these spatulas, they just bend too much. I don't know if things are built properly anymore or made properly. They're made as cheaply as possible, I know that much. Whereas I'd rather pay a little bit more and get something that does the job that I want it to do. But I'm a bit old-fashioned like that. I was going to tell a story, but I won't, because it's about one of my neighbours. Anyway, so that's about like that, and then to protect it, we'll put another layer of baking parchment over the top of it. So I won't use my fingers too much. Another layer of baking parchment over it, just so it stops the top from colouring too much. And hopefully in this video I won't have used too much. So like that. And then I'll just show you what I'm going to do. Oh, now we've got a piece. Yeah, so then this isn't the piece I'm going to use. And I'm just going to put a piece of paper over the top. And what I normally do is it's a bit longer, so I tuck it right underneath. So if you imagine like that, we'll cover it both ways. So that kind of covers around that way, and tuck it underneath. And then the fan from the oven doesn't blow it around in the oven while it's cooking. So 140 degrees, 150 degrees, somewhere in between, for about 3 hours. And then we'll have a look at that one. And I'm cooking some other cakes as well, so hopefully I won't get them mixed up. Let's have a look at this cake. I think it'll be ready. So, the one on the top by itself. Let's just see how it is under there. That's okay. Let's give it a poke. If it needs another 20 minutes, that'll be fine. I did have something to give it a poke with. How does it look? It certainly had 3¼ hours I'm just using the temperature. I'm not using it for the temperature. I'm actually just using it for the skewer there, and that looks nice and clean, and it's hot all the way through. Yeah, that'll be fine. So we'll let that cool, and we'll turn it out, and then we'll have a look at it and see if we've got away with putting that amount of dehydrated orange in it. Right, it's cooled. I think this is the right cake. Let's have a look at it. So we'll take a bit off the end, and hopefully we'll be able to see a bit of the orange in there. But it feels moist. Can we identify a bit of? Yeah, there we go. That's the orange there. So that's the one. I think it's dropped to the bottom, but that's fine. Tastes good. Yeah, so I think one dehydrated orange per cake is about right. So, and that's what I meant by the cake. So I'm not bothered if the fruit goes to the bottom, because it's like a two-tone cake. So you get to eat that bit that's absolutely filled with fruit first, and then you get the top bit, which is more cakey and a little bit crunchy on top. So I don't mind when the fruit falls down to the bottom, because I just think it's a different type of eating experience. But there we go. So I reckon one dehydrated orange per cake, and that's a good ratio. Yeah, good ratio.